Today's WNEM TV5 Morning Extra is brought to you by Roof Max of Midland.
Oh, we love our students from Breckenridge High and Middle School. Thank you for that awesome shout out this morning.
Yes, great way to get the day going. And we want to get you your forecast before we get to our top stories for today. And we know all the hunters are looking for a great forecast for this weekend, Matthew.
Yeah, Christine, Lauren, for the weekend, we are actually still tracking a pretty mild day tomorrow, upper 50s, low 40s by Sunday, though. Rain chances still pretty minimal as of this point. So if you will be out there hunting this weekend, know that other than a few showers tomorrow afternoon, it is looking to be a pretty dry weekend as a whole. Now, this morning, real quick, heading out the door, temps have been anywhere from the upper 20s to low to mid 30s. We do expect highs to reach up to about 54 to 55 this afternoon. So students heading home from school later today, it's going to just be a very nice mid-November day. Also Friday Night Lights, it's regional finals for high school football. East Grand Rapids is visiting Mount Pleasant this evening. We don't expect rain there. Mount Pleasant is 11-0 as well, so we wish you best of luck in this game this evening against East Grand Rapids. Now for the weekend, again, just a couple of showers tomorrow during the early to mid-afternoon. Otherwise, this weekend is pretty dry as a whole. So we'll take a look at that hour by hour coming up soon. Christine, Lauren, back to you.
Matthew, thank you. Developing overnight, the owners of Jake's Old City Grill in Saginaw receiving quite the shock, now picking up the pieces after a car crashed into their front entrance. Take a look at this, happening just after closing last night. Owner Paul Barrera tells TV5 no one inside was injured and that the antique doors are likely irreplaceable. He adds the restaurant will be open today, though, for business despite that, and customers will have to use a different entrance.
Planning commissioners gathered in Bay County's Cucaulin Township to consider approving a site plan for a proposed crematorium.
But the meeting was over before it even began. A packed house gathered last night to hear discussions on the site at South Huron Road. But before anything could get underway, the commission learned it didn't have a quorum or enough members required to hold an official meeting due to one member having a medical emergency.
This is really unprecedented what happened here tonight. I mean, it was expected that we'd all be here. We waited and waited.
It is another delay for developer Steve Dennis. His plan hit a roadblock back in September when a building permit had to be pulled after the township realized his site plan was from 2018. Well, last night was supposed to be the first real chance to revisit that updated plan.
Kind of a bummer because a lot of people came out and a lot of people were willing to ask questions.
The township expects to announce a new meeting date soon. Until then, residents and the developer will have to wait for their next chance to get this proposal in front of the board.
A note for hunters. State police are asking for your help this deer season finding clues to missing persons cases. MSP says during firearms season, hunters often travel into remote areas that are rarely explored, and that's a prime opportunity to help with ongoing searches.
If you are hunting in a certain spot, you know, just like a neighborhood, who belongs, what belongs there, what looks different than the time before. So just be vigilant and look for those type of things that may be out of the ordinary.
Now, Michigan has more than 600 active missing persons cases.
And just ahead of rifle deer season, the Michigan House approved a law letting bear hunters bring backup shooters. Now, current law doesn't really allow this during bear hunts, preventing guides, dog handlers, and others from assisting with bears that have been legally shot by a hunter but have not yet died. The plan would allow people with valid base hunting licenses to buy a bear backup hunting license for an additional $50. That bill now heads to the state Senate.
The DNR is reporting a positive case of chronic wasting disease. It was detected in an emaciated deer found in southwest Michigan in Allegan County. Now, CWD is a deadly, slow-developing neurological disease that spreads slowly across the landscape to deer, elk, and moose. The DNR says the declining health of that young doe was first noted by landowners in late summer. And then in late September, the DNR was contacted and it authorized humane euthanasia and collection of the deer. When it comes to patient safety, Hurley Medical Center in Flint and Memorial Healthcare in Shiawassee County's Owasso barely get a passing grade. And that's from a new report from the Leapfrog Group, which releases grades twice a year from A to F based on a range of safety measures. Hurley and Memorial each received D grades. The My Michigan facilities in Alma, Saginaw, and West Branch each received an A, as did McLaren Central Michigan in Mount Pleasant. For the latest on Mid-Michigan hospital grades, just click on this story at WNEM.com. Myosha is sharing details after a 19-year-old equipment operator died on the job in Montrose Township. It happened Tuesday when the worker was crushed by a mini excavator. The state says the operator was using that equipment when the ground gave way, causing the excavator to slide sideways down a bank and tip over. The operator was partially thrown from the excavator, which landed on him. This is the 39th worker death in Michigan this year.
The city of Flint will move forward with its food voucher program to help those affected by the recent government shutdown, even as SNAP benefits are set to resume. Those vouchers will be honored at the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan Outreach Facility on Lapeer Road. The distribution dates and times run today from noon to 3, then next week, November 18th from 10 to 1 and November 21st from 10 to 1. No additional vouchers will be issued, though.
General Motors Saginaw Operations is helping 3 nonprofits in the city by donating $60,000. That money will be divided equally among the Mid-Michigan Children's Museum, the United Way of Saginaw County, and the First Ward Community Center. It will go toward enhancing STEM initiatives at all 3.
The 29th annual Deal Hunters Weekend kicks off at Birch Run Premium Outlets today. Features savings at many stores, unique events, lots of exciting giveaways. It all begins this morning when stores open at 10 and continues all weekend long.
The Caring Closet on Mackinac Road in Kochville Township is holding another of its bi-monthly food giveaways this weekend. The nonprofit ministry is not only giving away non-perishables and fresh produce, but also a full turkey dinner. They'll give away 1 meal per person, and that's happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. to noon. The Caring Closet opens its doors every first and third Saturday of the month.
The city of Mount Mora is hosting a free turkey giveaway tomorrow. There will be 100 turkeys available. It's first come, first serve, 1 turkey per family. And members of the fire and police departments will be on site helping hand them out. That giveaway begins at noon tomorrow at the First Baptist Church on Louisa Street.
You are watching TV5 Morning Extra.
Coming up, we are taking a look back at this day in history to an event that changed the city of Flint's skyline.
Plus, a new push to help Michigan go green and keep the state clean. All of that in this live report after a break.
Miss a story? Catch up on our YouTube channel. And for the latest updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Matthew will have your first alert forecast coming up next after the break.
And going into this Friday and upcoming opening weekend, we are tracking still some fairly quiet weather, especially for today. Really nice fall day. If you thought yesterday was nice, today will be even nicer than that. So we have a mostly sunny sky on the way. Still some clouds that need to break up early this morning. Highs up to about 54 this afternoon, and that wind will be staying pretty light. Southeasterly, just 5 to 10 for today. Now with tomorrow, a couple of showers still in the forecast. Far from a wash, though, for our Saturday. If anything, a mild day tomorrow, 58 for the high. Wouldn't be surprised if Owasso, Flint, or Lapeer even briefly reach 60 tomorrow afternoon, too. With the cold front that comes through tomorrow evening, nearly a 20-degree temperature drop-off from tomorrow into Sunday. So a high of only 41 on Sunday. Factor in the breeze, it'll feel like the 30s all day long. If anything, just first alerting you to a windy Sunday. Some of those gusts up to about 30 miles per hour. Now again, for today, highs up to about 54 degrees, mostly sunny skies on the way for us. As we go into tomorrow morning, the clouds will have returned, so overcast as you're heading out to the blind tomorrow morning before sunrise, but no rain at that time. If anything, a few showers picking up closer to about 11 in the morning or noon. They'll stay pretty light though, and even into the early to mid-afternoon, just a few showers across the thumb. And even there, notice the coverage is still somewhat sparse, and any rainfall also staying light. By 5 in the evening tomorrow, the rain will be out of here. Cold front moves through during the evening, so we clear out very quickly. And with the northwest wind behind the front, it's just more of a lake effect pattern. So notice this here on Sunday. If you're up towards Hale, Whittemore, or Rose City, even around Bad Axe, you may see a few flurries moving through, but outside of those spots, conditions should be pretty dry overall as we go through Sunday. And rain totals for tomorrow, less than 1/10 of an inch, so it doesn't look to be very heavy by any means. It is regional finals for high school football. Some games today, some games also tomorrow. One of those games tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon, Beale City visiting Harbor Beach. That's a game where I would expect to see a few of these showers moving through, but temperatures into the mid-50s. Those temps will actually be warmer than our temperatures for the games this evening. But both teams are undefeated, 11-0, so that's going to be a pretty good matchup coming up tomorrow afternoon. First Alert 70 forecast does show the low to mid-40s holding on into next week, and we've had a new chance of rain developing. So after a dry first half of the week, we'll see some of that rain then moving in around Thursday next week.
All right, Governor Gretchen Whitmer is proclaiming tomorrow as America Recycles Day here in Michigan.
According to that proclamation, the Great Lakes state's recycling rate is an all-time high for the 4th straight year. The Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy says the volume of materials people across the state recycled in 2024 equals the weight of 10 Mackinac bridges.
Wow. Eagle has 5 tips to help you celebrate America Recycles Day where you live. First, you can get involved in your local community cleanup. You can donate a few hours of your time, team up with your neighbors to pick up some trash.
Also, you can take the plastic-free challenge. Ditch the plastic bags at the grocery store and bring in those reusable bags instead. Try it for a day, a weekend, or even a full week.
You can also buy recycled and close the loop. Whether it's aluminum cans, glass bottles, or cereal boxes, buying recycled content reduces waste and conserves resources.
You can educate yourself by learning about how recycling keeps material out of state landfills, reduces your carbon footprints, and also supports your economy.
Last but not least, don't be shy. Contact your local recycling center and see how you can get involved today.
To learn more about the benefits of recycling in Michigan, go to the Friday Hot Link section at WNEM.com.
Well, we are counting down to America's 250th birthday with a look back at this day in history. On this day in 1998, the old Genesee County Jail was imploded, making way for an addition to the county courthouse.
Yeah, for a look back at the big moment, we are digging into the TV5 archives. TV5's Mel Serro has the story.
A few minutes after 9, the countdown began. 2, 1. It took only minutes for the cloud of dust to disappear, revealing only a pile of rubble.
Report card time, they just called up from the street and they said it looked flawless. They're doing their surveying to see if there's any broken windows. So far they haven't found any. Be about an hour. The streets will be cleaned up and back open up again for traffic.
In terms of accomplishing what you wanted to do, pretty much picture book.
100% perfect.
When the dynamite is first blown, some material does fly from the building. It did only minor damage at the Genesee County Courthouse. It was only a small piece of concrete, but it penetrated the protective plywood, blew out a side light, and shattered the glass in the main door. County Clerk Michael Carr could find only one window damaged in his office.
I thought probably we'd be all right. I thought that they were taking all the precautions necessary, and it seems like they've done pretty good. That's, like I said, that's the only window I have, and I take about half this floor, so I doubt if there's too much more.
Now that the building is down, the job of cleaning up will begin. Large trucks actually brought in to absorb some of the impact of the implosion will soon begin hauling away the debris. The contractor says everything should be done in about 10 days. This is Mel Cerro, News 5, Flint.
Oh, it's so great to see that, changing Flint's skyline.
Yeah.
What a mess, though, at the same time.
I know. Crazy to watch that video.
Yeah. All right. Well, in your first alert 7-day forecast here, pretty quiet day today. Plenty of sun eventually on the way. 54 for the high. For tomorrow, nice mild day. Upper 50s near 60, but then 41 on Sunday. So still first alerting you to a much colder day by Sunday. But weather conditions pretty quiet for the first half of next week. Eventually, we'll have some rain returning around Thursday.
All right. Well, thank you. And thank you so much for joining us live for TV5 Morning Extra.
Yeah, we hope you'll join us back here at 9 o'clock for TV5 News at 9. Have a great Friday.